Halftime ABC News Brief. Now from Washington, Tom Gerald.
Good evening. At Cape Canaveral, the countdown's underway for tomorrow's blast-off of the Space Shuttle Discovery and its mission to put a $100 million NASA communications satellite into orbit. Space officials say it's the smoothest pre-launch procedure ever. ABC News live coverage of the launch will begin just after 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Here in Washington, President Bush meets with Israel's Foreign Minister Aarons at the White House tomorrow to make new suggestions for rejuvenating the Middle East peace process. So far, neither side in the conflict is praising the administration's ideas. David Ensor reports.
No comment from Moshe Aarons as he arrived in Washington today on reports the Bush administration will ask Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization to both make concessions now towards peace. Israel will be asked to free more arrested Palestinians and to stop the practice of destroying the homes of Palestinians suspected of violence against the Israelis. The PLO will be asked by the U.S. to stop the violent demonstrations on the West Bank and Gaza. But a senior PLO official who's in New York attending a conference on the Middle East says the Palestinian uprising will not be halted.
The children raising their flags and throwing their stones will not stop until Israeli occupation is out of the territory. And this should be very clear.
Outside the New York conference today, a small group of protesters poured scorn on the PLO.
The PLO has from its hands dripping Jewish blood.
The Bush administration wants to avoid a dramatic U.S. peace plan with its high risk of failure. Peace in the Middle East cannot be made in America, one official says. It must be made between Israelis and Palestinians. David Ensor, ABC News, Washington.
Eastern Airlines added some additional flights to Latin America today despite the machinist strike, but it failed to resume flights in the Northeast other than the shuttle flights because not enough pilots have crossed the picket lines. That's News Brief. More later on the Weekend Report.